the last vlog of the year and the last I'll be labeling vlog practice, I wanted to try something different. A lot of these vlogs end up just being me stitching together scenes from my day, verité style. But what I actually want for these vlogs is not to reflect the reality of my life or even to reimagine my life, at least not wholly, but to have the vlog better reflect the whole of my life, including the part of it otherwise confined to my mind. So this week, I tried to play around with bringing elements of magical realism to the vlog. To be honest, I ended up not doing as much as I had hoped at the outset. Creating and rendering 3D scenes takes time. But what I ended up with was, I think, the closest I've come to the kind of vlogs I want to make moving forward. A mix of everyday scenes from my life set to music, combined with moments of reflection, and sprinkled with a little magic. And so begins weekly vlog number 50. I like to think of these vlogs as like my notebook, where I could scribble whatever, sketch out ideas. A lot of time that means practicing things like lighting, animation. What I feel like I haven't done enough is actually incorporate that practice into the vlog, like what I did here. So this week, that's the goal I have in mind, while still doing the kind of usual verité style vlogs that I like. One thing I'd like to do more with this vlog is incorporate elements of magical realism. So on this day, I took out the drone for the first time in months and just wanted to get some environmental shots, with the idea being of taking those shots and finding out ways to modify them to make them a bit almost surreal, but not too much so. This ended up just being very rough practice of just figuring out, okay, what would the workflow be? How can I use Photoshop's generative fill to create basically matte paintings? How can I use Blender to add objects to moving video? It's part of me formulating an approach for what I want to do more regularly with the vlog in the new year. We're not the only ones going to Walmart on Christmas Eve. Oh,
well, this is my dad's tradition. This is gonna be the vlog.
Yeah. What else?
Merry Christmas, dear. Was a long time coming. I'm so glad we made it here, you and me. So here's to another year, another chance to do better. So let's wish a Merry Christmas to all.
I've been thinking a lot about feet lately, which is a weird thing to say, but it's because of all the triathlon training I've been doing this year. And the one thing I've neglected has been my feet, specifically when it comes to the clipless pedals on my bike. I never really took the time out to make sure that they were set correctly so that I could ride without discomfort and foot pain. So today, finally took the time, adjusting the cleats, riding a little, seeing how it felt, adjusting some more until it all felt right. And I came to appreciate how important this type of maintenance work is. And I'm hoping that's the lesson I take with me into the new year. That the only way I'll be able to keep up is if I'm making time for upkeep. That's all I got.
Aureliano II was deep in the reading of a book. Although it had no cover, and the title did not appear anywhere, the boy enjoyed the story of a woman who sat at a table and ate nothing but kernels of rice, which she picked up with a pin, and the story of the fisherman who borrowed a weight for his net from a neighbor, and when he gave him a fish in payment later, it had a diamond in its stomach. and the one about the lamp that fulfilled wishes, and about flying carpets. Surprised, he asked Ursula if all that was true, and she answered him that it was, that many years ago the gypsies had brought magic lamps and flying mats to Macondo. "What's happening?" she sighed. "Is it the world is slowly coming to an end, and those things don't come here anymore?" "What's happening?" she sighed. "Is it the world is slowly coming to an end, and those things don't come here anymore?"